Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the UTSA Roadrunners taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Roadrunners will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So East Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They keep attacking through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Using his feet to buy time. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, ECU. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So UTSA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Now on second down after the incompletion. He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best?
He's going up top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bruce. Touchdown, East Carolina. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking them the football, going up and making the INT.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. He's right on target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pirates! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw. It's Bravo. On the run. Still looking. He's going to run it. Running with power. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They're trying to get to it. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll throw one to his right. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The aerial assault continues. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sideline. It's Bruce.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's complete. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
East Carolina, 28, UTSA.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quarterback moving. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Bravo. Got his man in the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 30. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Pirates are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, East Carolina! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. We got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pressure coming. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Might have thought he'd... up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Wide open downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
And the Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Pirates! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. 1 play, put it in the end zone just like that.
East Carolina, 49, 49. UTSA, 7. He'll bring it out.
He'll bring it out. 2
He'll bring it out. 2
yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Bravo. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And the returner will be brought down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Keeps the legs moving. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right side. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. UTSA
takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah.
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well give it to him again. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Rojas. Finds the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working that left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over SMU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They want that clock to run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Pirates are marching down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Got the quick pass. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown ECU. And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken by... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
East Carolina, 70, UTSA.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Rojas. On target over the middle. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
To the air on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.